Yep.
Terrance!
Yep.
You know what time it is, Terrance? It's our Friday night Terrance! Where you at, Terrance? Peanut butter jelly! Terrance, you getting into it! You are getting into it, Terrance, tonight. Terrance, we need like a name. I just can't be like, what time is it? Like, I'm here with Terrance talking on Friday night time. No, we need like a little catchy name for our Friday night discussions.
Right.
What will she name ourselves? What?
We probably gonna need some time to think on it.
That's true. Maybe people can comment, like if they're watching later or something like that. They can even leave comments later and give us some suggestions, huh? Are we gonna let Terrance? Are we gonna let the people name us?
I mean, I would prefer if we do it because then we'll like it more if it comes from us. Well,
if they give us a few, we can like choose which one we like more, right?
Bro, yeah, that's.
Terrance don't trust y'all. I'm
like, hey.
Perry's here. Look at Perry said, "Hey, Auntie Amanda and brother Terrance."
Yep. How you doing,
Perry? Well, I was talking to Perry earlier, and he was like, "I had already heard the news from today. I had already heard the news, but Perry, look, my subscriber, like my people, my nephews, they make sure to that I give me the information that I knew the events, So Perry dropped it in earlier. Did you hear the James Gunn news with Guardians of the Galaxy 3? I was like, yep, I heard it.
Can you hear me? Everything's good?
I hear you. Can you hear me good?
Oh. All right.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So, you know what the first thing I said when I heard the news, Terrance?
What'd you say?
I said, because they knew it was sucking without them.
Man, I was just like, because I looked at my phone and, because I get the alerts from various social media, I always keep tabs on anything comic book or movie related. So I get the bing and I'm like, And then it says Disney has rehired James Gunn. And I was like, the first thing I said, Amanda, I was like, this is what I said, Amanda. I was like, so punk ass Disney rehired James Gunn. See, I knew they was on some bullshit, Amanda. I knew it.
I really think, they wouldn't have done it if they couldn't, like, they just knew Guardians of 3 was sucking though. Don't you?
Right.
Don't you?
I feel you on that.
Look what Evans said. I just had to, not even we're talking about. We have the best duo here on YouTube. I hope y'all are good. Evans.
Oh, yep. Thank you, Evans. Yep.
I want to know what they think too. But this is my second question after I said Guardians is sucking. I'm like, what is going to happen with Suicide Squad 2?
Oh, I can answer that for you. James Gunn is currently working on that. Mm-hmm. So when he's done, then he's going to immediately start Guardians Volume 3.
Does he have enough? Now he's going to be rushing it. Look, now, Terrance, now he's going to be rushing it.
No. He said that he's going to take his time with both. And since they've already told him he could come back, mm-hmm. What he says in regards to that film goes. Like, it's on his schedule. Because they need him. So James Gunn was like, oh, really? I want you to get down on your hands and knees and apologize on camera. Now obviously that didn't happen, but mm-hmm. I wish they would be on camera like, we're so sorry. We were so dumb. We were idiotic.
This might be
Mr. Gunn.
This is probably...
Can you ever forgive us, fans? Please. Look, we on our hands and knees. There go Bob Iger right over there. He is kissing James Gunn's boot as we speak. That's what I want to see, Amanda.
But what I was thinking though, this might be the best thing that helped his career ever. Don't you think?
Well, yeah, because
like in the long run.
Before that, he had a couple of films, and they were cool, but this is what he's more recognizable for, and he launched the ultimate cosmic side of the MCU, right? Because before that, you had a little bit with Thor, just a little bit, but with Guardians, you have the different planets mentioned, and for the average moviegoer that doesn't read comic books, they don't know them like that. They didn't know no Guardians of the Galaxy. They didn't know the I Am Groot. They didn't know that, and Rocket with his little gun. They didn't know nothing about them characters, Amanda. It was because of James Gunn. Now everybody has the shirt. They have the cereal boxes. They have the toothpaste. Everybody wants to grow up to be Groot now, even though that's not even possible. Like, what do you want to be when you grow up, young Samuel? I want to be like Groot. I'm like, that's not physically possible, but I see where you're going with this.
And then when it all happened, so I remember when it all happened, it was everywhere. I am Groot. When it first happened, right? And they were supporting James Gunn. I am Groot. I am Groot. But I saw some people dropping it today too.
Right.
But not only, do you think, it was sucking and all, but not only like they knew they can't do it without him, but I mean, people were like singing, right? Didn't Dave Bautista even say, like, I'm not working without James Gunn? Like, they were kind of standing together also. So I wonder if they had any kind of influence over that.
Well, since you mentioned that, I have to say, because it would be bad on me not to mention that, is that the cast for Guardians of the Galaxy, they have all shown their support for Mr. Gunn, but Dave Bautista has been the most vocal. And what I mean by that is Dave Bautista, he got on camera on different interviews. I don't care if it's Jimmy Kimmel, whoever you can name. He has walked on set with the biggest balls, Amanda, and he stood up with that perfect Bautista posture, and he was like, I don't like what Disney did. You know what? They might as well fire me, because I don't care who you bring in. They're not going to do it like James Gunn.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to be wondering if they get Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, what it could have and would have been had you had James Gunn direct it like he was supposed to. And he has just been so firm on that without budging. And it's like, before that, I liked Batista before because I used to watch him in WWE when he was a professional wrestler before he started doing movies. So I had already liked him and respect him before that, but then after that, it just, like, he just has my full-blown ultimate respect. And anyone that knows me, like, I don't just respect humans like that, Amanda. They gotta earn my respect, which means that you have to be about something as a person. I'm like, you know what? I like you a lot.
Look who pops in with her, look who pops in, Tessa, I love me some Batista. Yep. And you know now, Tessa, I'm going to have to tell the Dave Bautista story. Terrance, you heard the Dave Bautista story?
Which one are you talking about?
Because me and Tessa was at the red carpet for an Infinity War, and then we watched the premiere and stuff with like all the cast, right? And before, so like Dave Bautista, like, and her and Tessa, I mean, they follow kind of each other on Instagram and they'll comment or whatever. So she would like posted something on Instagram because he's a real nice guy. That's what I want to say. Like, he is down to earth, just nice guy on top of it. But she posted that she's going, and he'll be like, oh, I'll be there too. I'll look for you, blah, 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 blah. So we went into the theater. Was it the El Capitan? Was that where it was?
Oh, I've been there before, yeah.
El Capitan. I think that's where it usually, but for Infinity War, they opened 3 theaters. They opened 3 theaters. It was so big. But we were in the ones with them, and before the movie started, they all came up on stage, like all the cast. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. gave a little speech that nobody knew what he was talking about. I was like, I hope you ain't drinking, I hope you ain't drinking. But Dave Bautista was up there, all the Guardians, but Dave Bautista was on stage, and he told, like, Tessa, I'm gonna look for you, blah, blah, blah. And I was sitting right by her. He saw Tessa, and he was like, and he pointed to her arm because she has that whole Guardian sleeve and stuff. Where is she at? Oh, she's here. She knows.
Yep.
And he pointed. Well, wait. And he pointed. And he was like, "Hey!" And they came off the stage, And what did he do? Walked over to her and gave her like a hug and a little peck on the cheek. I was like, Dave Bautista, he is a nice. I think that's probably Tessa's, like, she's number one.
Well, I mean, he's a nice guy, but it's like, you know, when he has to be straightforward, like, he won't pull his punches. Like, I can't stand when, like, humans, like, they try to be too polite when you're trying to, you know, get a point across, because the person is not going to understand you. If you're all like, please and maybe, no, you got to let them know, like, hey, you fired my boy and I want you to kiss my ass. Like, you have to let them know, Amanda. And that's what Dave Bautista was doing, because I remember a couple of those interviewers, they were trying to treat Dave Bautista like he didn't know what he was doing. Like, are you sure you want to do this? Do you mean that, Mr. Bautista, about how you feel about Disney? And then Dave was like, so you think I'm playing? You don't think I mean what I say? And I was just like, man, Dave Bautista is about to beat the shit out that guy, Amanda. Like, I'm just like, what kind of question is that? So you think this man's a liar? That's what I took it as a fan. I was like, so you're calling him a liar by you questioning what he said. So you don't think he's a man that stands behind his word. I wanted to jump through that screen, Amanda, and just beat the holy hell out of that human. I'm telling you, Amanda.
He don't care. Look, if that story wasn't good enough, Tessa has a, don't forget this part. Look at her. He blew me a kiss from stage 2. Don't forget, like that story wasn't good enough, Tessa. She got to be up in there. Don't forget. Yes, Tessa, you were the star of that show for a whole, 2 minutes.
Yep, that's good. Like, cause, I mean, there's plenty of celebrities that I like, but I feel like, you know, if I ever come across any of them, you know, I got to be, you know, cool and respectful, cause otherwise, you know, you probably gonna scare them away. You know, so the last thing they need is just some buff black dude coming up and like, "Rah!" And they're gonna be like, oh, like, it's just not gonna come over right. So I just.
But also, there's some though, cause I mean, we've interviewed a lot of celebrities, met a lot, but there's some, you kind of worried because you've liked them for a long time, right? You like them for a long time, and when you meet them in person, you don't want them to be like a jerk, and you'll be like, oh man, I really liked you, and you're a jerk. But he was.
Oh, right. Okay, but to be fair though, I feel like anyone that judges someone just off of one experience is kind of silly to me. I'm like, what if they were having a bad day? Because Amanda, you know how these humans be. They be like, I'm having a bad day. I'm like,
I wouldn't be a jerk to someone. But I wouldn't be a jerk to someone even if I'm having a bad day.
Okay, but that may be you, Amanda, but trust me, I have dealt with so many humans because they're having a bad day. They take it out on somebody else, and then
then I won't like them. I'll call my jerk.
If they see you later, they may apologize. But I don't do that. Actually, I don't really have bad days. There might be certain moments, but I'm not so much this whole day is horrible. I guess the closest day would be November 12th of last year when Stan Lee died on my birthday. Because I woke up and I was like, all right, I'm 30. And then Stan Lee is dead. That was the first thing I saw. And I was like, well, that's some bullshit. He died on my birthday. It was like my heart had been ripped out.
He died on your birthday?
Yes, he died on my birthday.
That's terrible!
For 20 seconds, I was sad for 20 seconds, right? But then after that, it switched to rage. And it's luckily no humans were around me because I would have killed them. That's how mad I was.
Do you know when my husband's birthday is? My husband's birthday is 9/11. That's got to be the worst birthday to have. Second to Stan Lee's, the day he died. My husband's birthday is on 9/11. So
I'll tell you what though. I feel like, to me, I'll look at it as it's not so much the day as much as it is what does it mean to the person, right? Because say you got plenty of humans that don't care about Stan Lee, right? Bill Maher, the guy on HBO, the one that was talking shit about comic book readers and stuff. I was like,
oh, I saw that. I saw when he did. Look what
I made videos about him. I was like, you stupid ass human. I was like, if I were in your crowd, I would have just came out my seat, picked them up, and just tossed them through the window. I'm like, hey, I don't play that. I'm like, so you saying there's something wrong with me because I like Batman? So that's the problem. And then he just sitting there with a smug look. I'm like, wait a minute. weren't you in Iron Man 3 in one scene? Weren't you in that movie? And don't get me started on Iron Man 3. That movie pisses me off because they messed up the Mandarin. But I'm like, he was in a scene while he was talking trash about people like us that like comic book stuff. I'm like, don't go there. I will punch you in your face.
Oh, man. Tessa just said I'm like 1 billion times louder than you are. I got to get my sound fixed because it's been doing that even from when I do like the Geekly show and stuff. Geek Prime. Everybody forget Dave Bautista's professional wrestler. All of the WWE, so he's used to people that hate on him as a wrestler.
Dave Bautista, I'm glad he's not a professional wrestler anymore because WWE for like the last 12 years, it's fucking sucked. I hate it. I hate that Ronda Rousey is over there. My favorite female MMA fighter is over there on some scripted shit, Amanda. I can't stand it. I'm like, why go there? It's not like how it used to be. When I was a kid, Amanda, everybody liked WWF, which is what it was called back then. And we used to order all the pay-per-views, Amanda. I would go to school, and then everyone would be talking about The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and now nobody watches it. They just buy, oh, I know the John Cena guy. I'm like, yeah, he's cool, but I still don't want to watch it. I'd just be bored. I'm like, no, I don't care about this. I'd rather stare at a wall than watch professional wrestling.
Evan said the tweets were old. That's true, but he shouldn't have written them in the first place at Disney. They know James is the only one who make a good Guardians movie. But this is the
have thing. Written them. Okay.
Well, all right. Look, you gotta be careful on Twitter. There's sometimes I wanted to send out something and I was like, oh, I second thought it because stuff will always be carrying with you. I was like, I don't want this screenshotted and brought to, no, but you have to be careful. But this is the thing. He apologized for him and didn't Disney like know about it up front? Like they knew way long ago about these tweets. Disney knows everything.
You have an advantage though, Amanda, over James Gunn. You know what it is?
Huh?
In this scenario, you're a woman. If a guy says anything, his life and career is over.
Maybe it's sexual and stuff, but what if I sent like racist tweets or something? No, that stuff will carry with you.
Extreme though, Amanda, Amanda, this is what you would have to say as a woman to get backlash. You would have to say, you know what? I hate black people. Like, you would have to be like that, Amanda, for them to come at you. Because if you don't do anything that's just that blatant, they will make excuses for you as a woman. Like, there's some humans, Amanda, right now that are talking about James Gunn, like, I knew they would hire him back. No, you didn't. Based off of what evidence?
But didn't this whole thing start because of Roseanne? It didn't. This whole thing, all started because of Roseanne, and she made tweets, and then they fired her, and then all those Trump-loving people was like, "Oh, well, what about James Gunn? You're gonna fire Roseanne because that was ABC, and Disney owns ABC." That's what they did. You're gonna fire Roseanne, but you're not gonna fire James Gunn.
But Roseanne, Amanda, though, like, I'm gonna be blunt about this, Amanda. Number one, I don't like Roseanne. Number two, I'm like, so they gonna let this fat female make these racist comments and nothing's gonna happen? So when something did happen to her, I'm like, okay, this is one of those examples of you have to be extreme if you're going to get into trouble as a woman. Like Chris Hardwick, like, I don't know if you know him, but after The Walking Dead, in Fear the Walking Dead, there's a talk show called Talking Dead where they talk about the episode immediately after it airs. And he got fired.
Well, look, Geek Prime got a good example. He said, what about Brie Larson? Look at all the hate she's getting. And she didn't even say anything like, even close to that, but she just said something about white men.
I know you're not trying to defend Brie Larson. She is an idiot. I'm not even going there because look, Brie Larson, she knows what she did. Kevin Feige and Bob Iger were in the background like, Brie, shut up. You don't know how to communicate. Shut your mouth.
But Geek Prime is just making a comparison.
And Brie, shut up.
He's making a comparison how, like, it ain't just because women and men. It ain't just because of that. People are just overly sensitive everywhere.
you're right. Humans are overly sensitive, and I can't fucking stand it. But like, we know, Amanda, that if you look at the difference between men and women, the men, they get snapped. Like, they got snapped by Thanos just because they blinked the wrong way. I mean, I'm like, that is not fair. There's so many double standards. But see, Brie Larson, she okay because she can hide behind certain things and go, I didn't mean it. Let some dude come out and say half of the crap that she said.
She ain't okay, because look at how they, even to this day, or just last week, when it came out and all those haters and trolls up on Rotten Tomatoes, they were like,
Don't sound like Bob Iger, Amanda. Like, they were just telling the truth. They was like, hey, that movie is whack as hell. It's boring. I was like, look, I gave it 2 scores, Amanda. I was like, as a movie, it gets a 6.5.
I bet. Evans, I'm with you.
I gave it a 5 because they fucked up the scrolls. They ruined Marvel, the Supreme Intelligence. I'm like, you can't sit there as a Marvel fan and tell me that shit was okay.
Evans, I'm with you. After seeing that Endgame trailer, I'm with you. They're gonna get off. They're gonna be loving some Captain Marvel after Endgame. I'm with you.
We can thank the Russo brothers if they make Captain Marvel the way she should have been in her own movie. It's okay. I have one concern, Amanda. Remember I told you, Amanda, remember? I said my one concern is that stuff in Captain Marvel is going to spill over to Endgame. But then you were like, the Russo brothers, you feel like they going to handle her?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I agree. I think they will, but I'm still a little wee bit concerned. Little bit.
Didn't know, like, that's what I said. Didn't know in that trailer at the end, I don't know. I was like feeling her. I was feeling it. Just, I told you.
Again. I was like, damn it, Thor, you didn't go for the head again. Like, you saw the way he was looking at her.
That hammer went, and her hair went.
And then he was like,
and she,
I'm like, alright, that sounds like something Thor would say, but I'm like, okay, how fast did she win him over? Because he fought with all the other Avengers. You mean to tell me Miss Perfect Brie Larson can just step in there?
I don't know. I'm wondering, I'm thinking something happened like before that. Don't you? That's just not when she first met Thor. Like the way why would his hammer be like something went on?
I don't know, it's out of context, but it better be like 80 minutes into the movie when Thor is like, alright, you won me over. Okay, with your little binary powers. Okay, fine, whatever. We all saw your movie, Captain Marvel, so let's see what you do in this one. That's all right.
We gotta stay on the subject because I still got questions.
Okay, yeah, ask away.
So then, well, I'm just saying, and going back to the subject, when is both these movies, Suicide Squad 2 and Guardians of the Galaxy 3, like projected to come out? Because now, is there a projection?
Because he hasn't started working on Guardians 3, it's going to be a couple of years. With Suicide Squad 2, it's either the end of this year or early next year. So, obviously we'll get Suicide Squad 2 before Guardians, because they just gave him the green light to do it, but he's working on that movie. So, you don't want him to rush it, and you want it to be good, because everybody's waiting on it. And even like Taika Waititi that did Thor Ragnarok, which is a movie that I wish Jack Kirby were alive to see it, because it reminds me of his comic books where you got all the bright colored characters and stuff. He would be so proud of that film, but sadly, he wasn't alive to see it. But anyway,
hi, Taika,
can you direct Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? And then he was like, how about no? How about you rehire James Gunn and stop being stupid? And then they were like, oh, but Taika, you just did Thor. I'm pretty sure people will accept you. And then Taika looked out the window. He was like, he saw a mob with the torches, Amanda. He was like, nah.
You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy.
No. So you're not going to do like James Gunn.
Mm-mm.
And then, like, they were just saying random stuff. Disney was like, well, we can't rehire him because that'll be a bad PR. We have to stick to the angry mob. They said they don't like James Gunn because of his tweets, so we cannot rehire him. I'm like, do you guys hear how you sound? Amanda, I'm gonna be real with you. They sound like a bunch of bitches to me. That's why I was like, you know what, man? Fuck Disney. Fuck Disney.
Don't say, Terrance! Don't say curse words! Terrance, this is well, it is Friday night, but if you say curse words, I gotta go up in there and put like age thing. And my daughter's watching. Terrance!
All right. Screw Disney. Yeah, Disney.
I'm gonna have to have a bleep out for Terrance. I'm gonna have to have those buttons. But like when he starts to say the F word, I'm like, beep! I need one of those. But they said Suicide Squad 2020. And, I guess Guardians of the Galaxy 2022.
Like next year. Like this year or early next year. So, it's like,
Tiger probably
when it comes to shooting a movie, usually they can finish a movie in less than a year, but like the editing and the applying of the special effects will take longer. And then if they need to do reshoots because they don't like how something has turned out based upon the audience test screening, they'll go in there and tweak it up. A good example of that would be X-Men Dark Phoenix, which looks terrible, by the way.
But
that looks terrible. I hate that trailer. I hate it so much.
Oh, I didn't even watch it. I still haven't watched it. I refuse because I like X-Men and I've been hating all that. The only X-Men I think good movie they ever made was X-Men the number 2. Number 2.
Oh, I love that one. That's
like the only good one they ever made. And then everyone after that, I was disappointed and then I gave up. I was like, no, I'm done with you, X-Men. I'm done with you. So I didn't even watch Dark Phoenix.
You mentioned Logan's my movie. I love me that Logan movie.
I watched that one. I watched part of it.
That was dope.
I watched part of it, and I still was like, eh.
You didn't care. Well, that's one of my favorites though, because see with Fox, like everyone's like, yay, they're going over to Disney, and I'm like, why? So they can ruin more villains? I swear to God, if they ruin Doctor Doom and Galactus, I am rioting in that theater. I will not play that. You mean to tell me you gonna do the deal and you gonna ruin them? If they treat them like, 15 MCU movie villains that they ruined, I swear to God, I don't know what I'm gonna do, Amanda, because I'd be like, see, that's why you should have left them at Fox. You just messed them up. I hope you do that.
What you just said just remind me of something, and it has nothing to do with this. But, before I forget, before this happened with James Gunn today, and I was like, oh, what are we going to talk about? Because they didn't have a Gotham yesterday, right? No Gotham. So I was thinking the second thing that I really want to talk to you about is Doom Patrol. So don't let me forget, because I started watching Doom Patrol.
And
don't let me forget.
Okay, yep. Ding.
Don't let me forget, because that's what I was going to come in. Well, we can talk about it. Are we done with the James Gunn talk? Like, that's all. That's all we had to say, right?
Yeah. I'm happy. Look, Disney has half of us fine, but they still on that. Ooh, I know you don't want me to curse, Amanda.
Don't you curse!
I know you don't want me to.
You can't find the words without saying bad words.
It's just the right word for them is not polite for what I want to call Disney. Because the nicest thing I can say is that they're punks. That's the PG version.
I was like mad about it, but I didn't have the feelings like some people. Maybe because I'm not the biggest Guardians fan. I mean, I liked the first one. I was like, oh, the first one's really good, and I was shocked. I was like, oh, I really like this. Second one, I fell asleep. Tried many times.
Good. The second one has good things in it, but it's not as good, right? So I think the third one can be better than number 2, as long as it doesn't fall victim to the whole third movie in a trilogy. Like Iron Man 3, how that's like a pile of horse crap, compared to the other 2.
Yeah.
Like, I hope it don't fall into that category.
Yeah.
But it is about movies. They always mess it up, but I have faith in James Gunn. I know he ain't gonna do that to us, because I ain't gonna know what to do with my life, man.
He's got to bring it now. Like, he's got things to prove now, Like, I said it after...
Right in Disney's face. He got to create the most epic one that we've seen. Like, aside from... Like, it's got to be, like, near, like, Black Panther, Infinity War, Winter Soldier kind of level. Like, you got to be up there with those.
Yeah.
Like, it can't just be a mediocre MCU film like Captain Marvel. Like, that one was... It was alright, but... It ain't special. Like, Guardians 3 gotta be special, Amanda.
It's hard though, because not only do they have to, like, they also have to fit in the MCU universe, you know? So it's kind of like how are you going to make a movie that'll fit in with like what's going on in the universe, you know?
That's a great question, Amanda, and I have some ideas about that, but it's going to take me like 2 hours to discuss it with you. I don't know.
Hey, edit name. They called it the Suicide Squad. What is coming? Oh, 2020.
Right.
You know what I would love to see? You know what I would love to see? Either a guest appearance or have her join Guardians Captain Marvel. You want to see Captain Marvel in Guardians?
Here's the thing.
Well, you know what? It all depends too. Like, because if, I don't know, I'm not too sold on like Gamora's ever going to come back. I'm not.
Okay, but Amanda, I'll tell you this. With the Captain Marvel character in her movie, as the character, I thought she was fine. But I never really cared about the comic character. I always thought she was kind of whack. But in the movie, I enjoyed her. But I'm like, as the movie itself had problems. So like, if you do her right and put her elsewhere, Guardians, Iron Man 17, whatever.
Endgame. This is going to prove it for me.
Yeah, we know she's going to be in Endgame, but I mean, like, after that, though, if you want to insert her, because Guardians Volume 3 will be after Endgame, right? So, you know, if you're going to put her there, then she should serve the story, not just she's there because she's Captain Marvel. You know?
Perry keeps on saying this. And hey, edit name. I love the name, the Amanda and Terrance show.
Amanda, like our show would have to be on HBO so I can really tear into people, like from that booth.
And I'll be still yelling at you. I'll be like, Terrance!
Wait, don't you, Amanda? If we're on like HBO and you're like yelling at me not to say certain things, I'm like, but Amanda, we can say it though.
Terrance had me cracking up. Y'all ever seen his videos? Well, he put out a video about big, what was it, like fat girls something?
Oh yeah, the fat chick at the party.
I was like, Terrance! I was cracking up though, but still, I was like, Terrance, cause you know I got my big booty and stuff. I was like, you better be nice, Terrance, too. But I'm just saying, it cracked me up still. And I'm a big booty girl.
Qualify as that chick
I'm a big booty girl. So I take up for my other big booty girls, but it still had me laughing. But then you came back.
Amanda, you compared to that chick, Amanda, I would pick you all day over her. But that chick at the party, she had no chance. She could be the last woman on earth, and I would rather use my hand, Amanda.
But that's like, then you came back with another video talking about how the booty slowed time or something. What was that? Y'all, I'm just saying. Right. Terrance does need though, like it would have to be HBO. It does, because you can't control yourself. Even with me over here yelling, you can't control yourself.
Oh, come on, man. You know I can control myself.
All right.
We'll be fine.
Last topic. I have to talk about this Doom Patrol. Okay. I just started it, Terrance. I just started it. This is crazy. They going in donkey's butts.
Yo.
First of all, y'all, who has watched Doom Patrol yet? Because
wait, Amanda, where are you at? Are you?
I just watched only the 2 episodes. Like when there was with the donkey butt.
There are 4 episodes in. Yes. Today is the airing of the 5th one.
So, but I'm gonna finish it this weekend. But we don't. Oh, hey, Joshua Stark, when you come back.
I told you it was gonna be some crazy stuff, Amanda. Didn't I tell you?
They got the one guy who's Brendan Fraser.
Robot Man.
Robot Man, and his whole story. I was like, you dirty thing, because he was like cheating on the wife, and then you think he got killed because he got in a crash, but no, he that was a whole twist. Right. And then they got, I don't even understand that one girl. Jane, is that her name? What's her name?
Jane, like 64 personality.
Yes, I don't even understand her. And then they got the amoeba girl.
Oh yeah, Last the Woman. Yep.
I was like, she was out. I was like, oh, you never want to go in that Congo water. You don't want to go up in that Congo water to Terrance. And then the stuff went in her and she came out.
You know what's funny about that though? There are certain things in Africa, like there's a reason why when you go to visit, they have a guide you around, because certain waters, you get in those, you're dead. Like certain areas you go, if you're a woman, they will do bad stuff to you. Like there's places that you don't want to be in Africa. Like I'm telling you, Amanda.
What did the Geek Patrol say? I'm going to say this Brendan Fraser as Robot Man as funny as I ever seen anything before. First of all, I was like, oh, remember when he was Tarzan of the Jungle or Georgia, one of those? I was like, Brendan Fraser looking bad, number one. So I can see why they're like, we'll use your voice in for episode 1. Because I was like, oh, what happened to you? You didn't age well, Brendan Fraser. But
you said you're on episode 2. You finished.
I just finished 2? Episode 2.
Okay, so you saw Cyborg came in. They went into the donkey.
Okay. They went in the donkey's butt. I think that's episode 2, right? Because sometimes they'll just start playing whatever. But I couldn't follow that. I'm like, why are they going in this donkey's butt? And now what's happening?
And then the Mr. Nobody character, I am so glad they did him right.
That's the guy in the wheelchair, right?
No. You're thinking of the Chief. That's Niles Calder.
Who's Mr. Nobody?
Mr. Nobody character, the one where it looks like he's in multiple pieces.
Oh, I thought the burnt up guy. No, I thought the Air Force guy. What's his name when he's got the bandages around him?
The one with the bandages and he has like the negative current energy in his body.
What's his name?
Negative Man.
Magna Man?
No, Negative Man.
Negative Man. Oh. Someone said something about Negative Man too, and I was like, but
wait, is it Negative Man? I think I got his name wrong.
Mr. Negative? Joshua Stark was saying maybe Mr. Negative.
Pull up his name, Amanda. I think I'm getting his name wrong. Because I don't think it's Negative Man. It might
Joshua Stark said maybe Mr. Negative. Is that not right?
Put Doom Patrol and then, it's Negative something. I feel like it's right there, but for some reason I'm slipping up on the last part. But yeah, I like his character because the energy inside of him, if you see him in the comics.
That's him, Negative Man.
Yeah, I was right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
That's him.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was right.
Evan said, yep, it's Negative Man.
Yeah, okay, I was right. I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, his energy inside of him in the comics, he does eventually gain control. Right now you're seeing him struggle, but that'll change later.
So wait, I think I was just introduced to this Nobody guy. I don't know much about him.
So, but do you remember the character I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, he splits off into pieces, looks like a puzzle almost.
Right. Yeah, he's a very powerful character. He can mess with reality. He can break the fourth wall, similar to a Deadpool character. Remember when he was talking about the critics? What do they know? They're going to hate the show because it's DC and stuff like that. I'm just like, that is true. Everybody likes to get on their DC bat. They're like, no, we're not going to watch it. It ain't going to be cool.
Because it reminds me a lot of the Umbrella Academy. Just that kind of humor, that kind of plottish, it reminds me a lot of the...
I told you to jump on it, man. I was like, Amanda, I could be wrong. You may not like it, but I am telling you, I have a feeling that you're going to appreciate it. You seem to be one of those individuals that can appreciate the show.
Yeah. And you know what? And I tell you, did you catch the Deadly Class? Because that's another one.
No, that was on my list, my to-do list. Because
it's like that dark comic book.
I try to plan shows where I can watch it, and how many episodes is it in?
Oh, and it's about to have its season finale, but I think there's only 10 episodes in the season, or maybe 12. Not many. What's that?
Season 1?
Yeah.
On season 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just season 1. And didn't I show you the stuff they sent me? I have the banner that's signed by the cast up there. And then
I'll show it.
Yeah, they sent me nail polish stuff and all. So yeah. But it's a good show, but this is the thing. For me, unlike Umbrella Academy, Doom Patrol's a little harder for me to follow.
that's good though, because with Doom Patrol, like, I'm not sure if you ever read any of the comics, like I have.
I haven't.
Like, it really, you know what's funny, Amanda? My mom kind of used those same words, because it's one of those shows where you do have to think a little bit more, because certain things can carry over,
but
and there's like
and they
more
take everywhere. That's what I'm saying. One minute you're here, the next minute they're going up the donkey's butt. Like, I'm like, what is going on? Like, there's not like a clear path that I'm like, you know, like what Umbrella Academy. All right, they got to stop the apocalypse. Like, you have a clear path. Doom Patrol, I'm just like, what? I don't understand what's going on. That's that.
Yeah, just wait till you get all caught up. You ain't seen nothing yet, Amanda. Like, you think like with the comics, they're considered like the Addams family of superheroes, because they're so damn strange.
They're so
like,
strange.
It's where you could pick up the comics and, like, you know, like how you said it's hard to follow. You're on page 1. By the time you get to page 5, you got to put the comic down and look up at the sky and go, "What the hell did I just read?"
I believe it. I can't believe by episode 2 I'm up a donkey's butt. I still can't get over this. And they enter a world through his butt, right?
She stopped watching it because she couldn't deal with it. She was like, I can't do it no more, Terrance. It's too strange. I can't do it. And her face, Amanda, if you would have been there to see my mom's face when they went into the donkey, Amanda, it was priceless. That would have been a viral video, Amanda.
You can't be around your mama when you watch Deadly Class. You can't be around your mama watching Deadly Class, alright? Because that's like, that one is just more hardcore. Like, they have some bestiality going up in that one.
You said it's on Sci-Fi, right?
Yeah. But you just know, like, he's in, like, this one that's messed up is, like, in the bestiality and stuff. And then they have, like, hardcore, like, killing. Like, I mean, they're like a class of assassins and stuff. So but it's good. It's good. It kind of reminds,
I believe you. I'm gonna check it out.
It kind of reminds me of the Preacher-ish. Like, I had the feel, cause I read all the Preacher, my poster. So all the Preachers, it gives me that kind of vibe. So I think you'll like it.
Right.
No spoilers. What is Evan giving spoilers? Oh, Titans with episode of Titans. Oh, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Batman, he was in the season finale for Titans. And Batman was, I'm not gonna lie, Amanda, when I was watching that season finale for Titans, I'm gonna say it the PG way. I was thrilled. I was thrilled. Yeah.
Thank you, Perry. He said we have the knowledge for movies, TV shows. Perry just started Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai because we were talking about okay, but
wait a minute. You just start. Okay, that is a sin to be late on Cobra Kai.
I didn't know about it, and nobody told me, Terrance. I had to.
Amanda, why didn't you, Amanda, you should know.
Terrance,
you should know better.
Listen,
you know you can come.
You should
shows and movies.
On my show.
I will tell you what is up.
On my show Wednesday. It was all about Cobra Kai. Nobody wanted to talk about no Cobra Kai. I was like, nobody's watched this. What did Geek say? Is it me? Cyborg on the Doom Patrol looks a lot better on the show than on Justice League.
Well, yeah, like it's funny that you say that because the way that he looks are two different interpretations from the comics. Like the way Cyborg looks in Doom Patrol, he looks like the very early version of Cyborg when he was with the Teen Titans. Like, I want to say like 70s, like early 70s or so. Like, that's how he looks.
They use Cyborg for Doom Patrol instead of Titans.
But you have to remember that Cyborg, he's going to join the Titans later. You know, this is just because he wants to join the Justice League. So he will end up with multiple groups. Like, Cyborg has been on multiple teams. Mm-hmm. Like, I know, like, a lot of humans, they don't have information about the characters, and they just only think Teen Titans. I'm like, you know how many teams that Cyborg has been on in DC? Mm-hmm. Like, he's not just Teen Titans. Like,
that was the thing, because even before I started Doom Patrol and I watched the trailer, like everybody was going crazy when they gave a little flash of Cyborg in this Doom Patrol. They were going crazy. So I know that's like a big thing for him to be in there.
He will join.
But I don't watch Titans. I don't watch Titans, so I don't know.
I'm thinking like he'll either be with the Teen Titans by Titans season 2 or 3, like fairly soon, because he's not even like officially part of the Doom Patrol. Like he's actually only there to find the chief, because you know like how he's missing Amanda, right? That's the only reason why he's there, because he respects and loves the chief.
Yeah, so that's the guy in the wheelchair, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. I was colder. Yeah.
But so is he and Cyborg's dad, like, they worked together or something before, right? Or weren't they like...
There's a respect and a friendship there, because they're both very intelligent in their own respective fields. So sometimes they do collaborate information, and Cyborg's father knows that the chief, you know, he has helped save a lot of individuals with powers that would have otherwise died. You know, which is what you saw in the first episode when they were explaining how the chief saved them. And there's actually a full-blown episode of Doom Patrol on Titans where they also set up the characters for their own show. So, yeah.
What did Evans ask? Have you guys seen Scario Day of the Soldado?
Yeah, Sicario 2. I saw the first Sicario, and then I seen most of Sicario 2. Like, what happened was I was with a friend, and they had it on, and then, like, all these humans came in and started making noise, and instead of murdering everybody in the room, I decided to be a gentleman, and I said, you know what? I'll finish it later, because I can't watch the movie in peace. I can't stand when I'm watching something and humans interrupt me, Amanda. Nothing boils my blood more than that. You know, like when a vampire steps out in the sun, they're like,
listen,
they're like burning.
That sounds like my husband.
Interrupt my viewing experience, man.
My husband's like that. Like, I want to watch a show, and he'd be like, no, the kids are still awake, and they'll make a noise. I was like, just tell them to be quiet. He's like, no. Like, he won't watch shows until, like, where, like, in the bed, the kids are asleep in the bed, like, up in the bed, watching it before we go to sleep. But then I fall asleep. I need to watch my shows in the day, but he's like that. I'll fall.
Amanda, do you know how sad I'll be? Like, Amanda, if I were watching something with you,
then
I try to nudge you. I'm like, Amanda, did you see that? And you're just asleep.
You better watch it early in the day with me then, cause I need my sleep. And you get me in my comfortable bed? No.
What time? Okay, you said you need your sleep. Like, what is your usual bedtime, you feel? Like, average?
It'll depend. Because sometimes, like in the school week, when the school's going on, like, I gotta get up at like 5:45. So I'll go to bed at like 9.
Sure, Amanda, that is early. That's like, as soon as Gotham is over, you're asleep. Like that. Amanda.
Listen, I like my sleep. How many hours is that? That's like 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's only like 8 hours. That's when you're supposed to sleep is 8 hours.
Right, but it's just, but at 9, no, it's like, I feel like.
But I'll stay up till 10. Listen, I'll stay up till like 10, 11 on like weekends or days that I don't have to get up early.
Only 11?
I need my sleep, Terrance.
Spend an entire day together. Do you know how sad I'd be if you like, okay, Karen?
This ain't because I want to stay up. Listen, at a certain time of night, my body just shuts down. But, I'll be, in the mornings, I jump out of bed, I'll be like, let's go! Let's start the day! So I have so much energy.
You hear that? You said you would jump out of bed and say, let's go. While you're jumping out of bed early in the morning, I'm like,
and that's how, but that's what, if you want to get me not to fall asleep and watch shows, it's during the daytime, Terrance.
But I figured that my energy would give you energy, and then we better stay up together to enjoy the show.
Or energy in the morning. I'll be like, look, I'm loud. People say, Tess already came in and said, I'm like 1 billion times louder than you, so I'm going to give you plenty of energy in the morning. I'll be like, woo!
No, see, Amanda, that's how.
Oh, look, Evans is, what time is it there, Evans? Evans stays up. Like, he's in Italy. Well, time for bed. See you, man. Bye, Evans. But it's like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or something at where he's at. Let's look.
Oh, shoot.
What time is it in Italy?
Person, Amanda. I'm like a vampire. Like I'm walking at night. You know, drink blood. Like everything is right in the world, Amanda.
Let's see what time. Oh wait, did he say no? Let me see what time. Oh, it's like 1 a.m. right now in Italy.
Oh, that's still pretty early.
No, what? I done got half my night's sleep already by 1 a.m.
Just tell me like if I were shaking you like, Amanda, stay awake a bit. Like you wouldn't be able to stay awake.
All right, fan casting of the day. Daniel Cudmore, Colossus from the X-Men series, not Deadpool, as Calic, a.k.a. Right, I can't say the word. Gladiator. Gee, why that was so hard to come out?
How do you go to bed at 9? Like, I don't understand. Like,
we got somebody in here who wants to talk smack.
Wow.
And Brian Singer.
No. Fail.
Jimmy Stone.
Jimmy, don't be on that BS. Amanda got that PG rating on me, but I think we will bump this up to NC-17.
Ain't nobody in here that agrees with. Like, well, just because you say some stuff like this shouldn't say, don't mean you a pedophile. You know?
I mean, by law, the definition of a pedophile.
Don't you gotta touch? You gotta touch kids to be a pedophile, not say stuff.
As a child.
Like,
That's
the definition. I mean, what he probably did, what did he say? Like, he was probably encouraging, like, I guess what you could say what his tweet was encouraging pedophiles' behaviors, or like, you know, making it not seem bad, trying to make pedophile behaviors not bad, but, huh? What'd you say?
It's not like he's...
You're cutting out on me, Terrance. What'd you say?
Oh wait, can you hear me now?
Okay, I hear you.
Okay, no, I said it's not like Roseanne. Nope.
See, look what happened. We were on a roll talking about some Doom Patrol and stuff, and he's going to come up here. Well, I guess that is the name of the stream, but just get us all off track. Got us all off track. Let's go back to some nice stuff. Evans feature of the night.
Yep, Evans. Yep, see, Evans knows. Evans, you know, yep.
All right, Terrance, this is, I'm gonna have to talk to you, I think, a little bit more once I get into Doom Patrol, but we'll see. We'll see, though, if it keeps my interest. Cause I love the first episode. I like the second one, but I was starting to get confused, and that's when they start to lose me. They start to lose me, so.
Don't end up like my mom. So you know what, Terrance? I'm done.
I will put in the effort and finish it for you. All right?
Well, no, don't have you to watch it if you enjoy it.
Well, even if I get off track with it, I will do that. But I gotta go. It was fun.
Absolutely. It's always fun.
We always have a subject, and then Perry wants the Terrance and Amanda show. I think we need a little something more catchy than that, Perry. Perry, you can do catchier than that. Terrance, I'm waiting for you to say something.
Yeah.
I just love messing with him. But we're going to think of something, all right? Oh, wait, here. If anyone wants to learn about, why is my phone messing up? My phone didn't show. I wonder if we're freezing and stuff, too, because my phone's messing up with our stream. But anyway, we going. All right, y'all? Till next time. Terrance and Amanda out. Like I'm using your face, Terrance. Terrance and Amanda out.